Magandang araw sa inyong lahat, especially sa ating fellow solo parents na nakasubaybay ngayon sa ating Facebook Live dito sa DWBL. We are very privileged to be given an opportunity to interview one of the super women I have ever met. Nakilala ko siya actually because of the Binibining Solo Parent kung saan ako nag-join last year. And sobrang thankful ako sa tao na to because she is really the first person na nagbigay ng support sa amin. Actually, dalawa kaming candidate ng Binibining Solo Parent from Pasig, no? Si Eileen. And nag-message siya when we posted sa Pasig Solo Parents na Facebook page. Nag-o-offer siya to lend her gowns para magamit namin for the pageant. Sobrang nakaka-touch kasi hindi niya kami personally kilala but nag-offer siya ng help to support us bilang candidate ng Binibining Solo Parent. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our guest for today, si Miss Farah May Salyave. Thank you, Miss Farah, for giving us the great opportunity no na ma-interview ka for today's Facebook Live DWBL. And we just ask you some questions, of course, related to sa pagiging solo parent and sa organization that we are into. Kasi maraming curious about your life. Personally, I got really inspired with your life story. So, gusto lang namin din ma-share sa ibang tao kung ano yung life story mo para makapag-inspire pa tayo ng mas marami. First, okay ka na ba, Miss Farah? Ready ka na ba sa ating unang katanungan?
Feeling ko nasa beauty pageant ako.
Ayan. So, first question, sino si Farah bago maging isang solo parent?
Yes. All right. Thank you for that wonderful question. Diba pang ano talaga, pang beauty queen.
Yes.
Anyway, before I answer that question, first and foremost, I'd really like to thank you for, building me up that way. Sobra naman overwhelming. And yes, to confirm everything, that's how we actually met. Tumulong lang naman ako in a little way that I can kasi I believe that in helping others, especially single parents like me, hindi naman importante how much you share kasi it's not really the value of money, but it's the value of your time, your effort, or energy, or anything that you can actually share to others. So again, going back to the question, sino nga ba si Farah bago maging isang solo parent? Back in elementary high school, I actually graduated in an exclusive school run by nuns. And dito ko na-experience yung tinatawag nating mga small organizations. And I'm sure marami naman yan sa iba't ibang schools. But what I really liked about the organization, kung saan nag-participate talaga ako during that time, is what we call the Junior Missionary Club. Okay? It's a group of junior missionaries. So, even before pa, I am already attracted to, serving people in any way I can. Although I may not really be rich or wealthy, but I believe that we can always help each other in any way that we can by sharing our time and whatever we can. I'm also kind of boyish kasi nga all girls school. So maybe that explains my hair. But not really. Actually, there's a reason why I had to cut my hair this way, but I used to have a long hair. I love to dance. Ayan, that's one of the hobbies I have, and also to ride my bike. Right now, I'm a bike enthusiast. I usually bike together with my son. We are on our mission for the Project Pedal, but that is a totally different thing. But yun, as someone who has not been a solo parent yet, Farah is actually the kind of person na when she dreams of something, well, she really does everything to make things happen. So that's about me.
So okay pala no na you came from an environment na on a mission na. So doon pala nagsimula yung heart mo to serve or to help other people no. Very inspiring talaga. With that, let's proceed to our next question which is sino naman si Farah bilang isang solo parent?
I became a solo parent in 2008. That was when I gave birth to my second child, yung bunso ko.
How many kids do you have, Miss Farah?
I have 2 children. Yeah. Wow. I have a son who's already 16 years old and a daughter who's already 12 years old. So technically speaking, I'm already 12 years solo parent. So I've been raising my kids single-handedly since then. And as a single parent, of course, I'm just like everyone. who juggles their time with work and household chores. Just like any other solo parents, I've actually experienced the same ups and downs. I had my fair share of challenges. I also experienced yung mga panahon na I don't know what else I can do in order to provide for my children, at the same time have enough time with them. Kasi isang struggle talaga yan ng solo parents, yung parang we are battling with ourselves. Kasi we tend to question ourselves na, oh my God, am I being a good parent? Kasi I don't have enough time to my children, tapos but I have to work. If I don't work naman, who's gonna provide for them, diba? No one plans to be really a solo parent, diba? We all want to save a family. Alam natin kung tanggap natin yung sitwasyon kaysa yung umaasa at nag-expect ng katuwang kung hindi naman talaga mangyayari yung ganung possibility, or maybe in the future or whatever, but whatever yung pag-acceptance yun, yung acceptance lang of the situation right now.
Sobrang challenging ng pagiging isang solo parent. Like what you've said, maraming struggles dahil syempre you're torn between your family and working to provide for them.
Actually, wala po talagang balance nangyari. And it wasn't really successful. Yes. Hindi mangyayari talaga na masasabi mo you can perfectly do anything and everything to the best that you can. Kasi hindi talaga ganun. We don't live in a perfect world. Yes. So, the challenge is really there. Yes, there are a lot of times I am torn between my responsibility as a mother to my children and my responsibility to provide for them. But then again, the reality is that sometimes kasi yung ating status as a single parent is not just a status talaga eh. It's really a decision and acceptance na pag ganito na ang nangyari sa buhay natin, kung ano man category ng single parenthood ang meron tayo, be it a widow or maybe someone who's unwed, or maybe there's a breakup between a couple, talagang hindi natin kayang kontrolin yung mga challenges dahil ando na dun siya. And I cannot really say na na-balance ko anything kasi the reality is until now, I am still struggling. But what can I do? I can only do as much and just, continue being a parent that I can be to my children. Kasi nga, syempre, there are also different stages na may encounter nila. They will know, hindi naman sila forever toddlers. Hindi naman sila forever grade school. So, yung parenting na kinakailangan kong ibigay sa kanila, magpa-progress, mag-iiba-iba rin ng style. So, yun, hindi talaga siya mababalansa. I don't really think that there will be a time na mangyayari yun, considering that I am raising them single-handedly. And I've witnessed this the same, syempre sa mga nakasalamuha ko din na solo parents, and nakita ko rin to sa mom ko before. But the fact that we have accepted the situation and we are doing something about it is already, it may be a baby step, but it's still a step. So it's moving towards something better.
So bilang working solo parent ka, ano yung naging struggles or challenges mo nagtatrabaho ka?
When I was working, kasi syempre bata pa yung mga anak ko during that time. I just gave birth. Right after giving birth, in 2008, after a month, naghanap na ako ng trabaho. And by God's grace, I got hired naman right away. However, naging pattern kasi ng employment history ko yung to hop from one call center kasi yun eh. So it's a BPO. I was in the BPO industry. I hopped from one company to another. Hindi ako ma-regular. Kasi nga, I had to resign every time na mawawala ng yaya yung mga bata. Kasi nga, syempre, I cannot also afford to lose a yaya during that time. Kasi nga, no one's gonna look after them. Hindi, yes. Although I have the support of my family, my mom, and my sisters, sometimes, syempre, they also have their own lives. And it is my responsibility as a parent to really make sure that someone tends to my kids' needs. So, nung mga panahon na yun, na-experience ko na, yun na nga, aalis ako, re-resign ako, alam mo yun, syempre, maiinis sa akin yung employer kasi nga, hindi maganda yung stats ko, hindi maganda yung attendance ko, usually absent ako, madalas late ako, kasi nga, ang daming struggles na kailangan ko talaga i-juggle na meron akong kailangang responsibilidad bilang nanay sa bahay, and at the same time, kailangan kong bumiyahe ng Depende pa sa traffic yun, 1 to 2 hours. So, ganun. Hop lang ako ng hop from one center to another. Ay, na-experience ko talaga yun. Kaya, mahirap siya. So, that time, syempre, andun yung medyo depressed ako ng very, very light. Depressed talaga. Andun yung disheartened ako palagi na bakit ano ba dapat parang hindi ba nila naiintindihan na kaya lang naman ako nag-absent, kaya lang naman ako nalilate kasi syempre I have children that I have to attend to. Dapat sana bigyan nila ng consideration. Yun yung questions ko. Tapos, syempre, minsan didiskarte ka. Hindi enough yung sisweldohin mo sa isang company. So, minsan bibit-bit ka pa ng kung ano nung ititinda. So, yun, nagtinda akong buko pie. Kukuha ako sa Los Baños. Bibit-bitin ko, 20 buko pies yun. 20 buko pies sasakay ko yung campus. Pupunta sa office ko kasi may pa-order ako. Tapos, tinry ko din ng mag-ano naman ng mga cakes. Yan. Anything that I can think of just to earn extra. Yun. So, dinanas ko din yun.
Sobrang madiskarte din talaga ang solo parents, no?
Yes.
And pwede ko bang itanong, kasi you mentioned na naka-work ka, hindi mo ba na-try mag-avail nung solo parent benefit natin as a working solo parent? 7 solo parental leave, ganyan, flexible working hour.
Yes, I only found out about the Solo Parent Welfare Act, I think 2011, nahapyawan lang ako, pero hindi pa ako nagpa-register. Nasabihan lang ako that there is actually a Solo Parent Welfare Act. Hindi pa ako ganun ka-aware. Okay. After I got the Solo Parent ID, meron siyang kasama na mga parang, ano ba tawag dito? Parang ayuda. Parang mga grocery items. Ayan.
Parang wala sa amin yan. Sana all, no? But very important talaga that all the solo parents know their rights and benefits as a solo parent. Kasi marami sa ating mga solo parents ngayon na hindi pa talaga knowledgeable about the benefits that they can avail for being a solo parent. Kaya nandito tayo mga advocates to help them be equipped doon sa mga pwede nilang ma-avail as a solo parent. For all the struggles, challenges na napagdaanan mo bilang solo parent, I know kasi you are the founder of Brave Soul, na non-government organization na tumutulong sa mga kapwa natin solo parents para makapagtrabaho sila by providing free trainings. So, doon ba sa mga napagdaanan mo, ito ba yung naging reason kung bakit nabuo si Brave Soul?
Yes, that's true, Denise. No? Before Brave Soul even started, more than a decade ago na, I just dreamt of, having this kind of institution or maybe organization kung saan yung mga solo parents, kasi I believe na kahit na single parent ka, if someone is actually supporting you all throughout, mas magiging madali lahat, diba? But it doesn't necessarily mean that you really have to be in a relationship or something, because I believe na kung merong support system, mas mapapalakas natin yung mga diskarte natin. Kasi just like what you mentioned earlier, madiskarte tayong mga single parents. I'd like to commend not just the single moms, but also single dads. Kasi there are also single dads out there who also wouldn't really mind what they have to do, especially papasok sila sa even if it's parang an event for mothers and their child lang. Sometimes may mga single dads din talaga na would really attend to the needs of their children. But ang una ko talagang dream was that sana magkaroon ng isang institution, parang daycare, parang gano'n.
Oo, actually, yun yung gusto ko din sana nung medyo baby pa yung anak ko, magkaroon sana ng daycare. Kasi sa ibang bansa may ganun, di ba? Na you just leave your kids there, tapos they will take care of your kids. Tapos you can work na babalikan mo na lang sila after your work. So, sana dito din sa Philippines, merong ganun.
Isa talaga yun sa pangarap ko that time. Until 2015, 2016, I started in Laguna kasi nga, I really don't have funds to start that kind of institution. So, might as well just do what I can on my own. Maybe with that little step or with that small step that I can do for other solo parents, baka dumami yung mga solo parents who has the same heart to also help and reach out to the same parents who has the same situation as ours. So, nung time na yun, 2016, I started training single parents, mga solo parents din. I trained mga customer service, pre-call center training, something like that. Kasi I also used to be a trainer in a BPO industry before. So, I had that confidence na sabi, okay, I think it's about time na ma-share ko naman sa kanila at malaman nila na walang limitasyon sa kakayanan natin. As long as pursige tayo, we are really determined na makatulong and at the same time improve ourselves and our skills. This would be the baby steps that we can take together. So, yun, nag-start siya in 2016, but dumami talaga kami in 2018 in Pasig when we, initially, I conducted a free call center training, hoping that they can be employed in the call center or BPO industry nga. And then, in 2019, dito na tayo, nabigyan ng pagkakataon with the help of a social worker from the SWD na maipush talaga yung isang project namin, which is a Rumble Jumble with Brave Soul Bazaar. It happened in 2019 for 20 days. We have this bazaar for a cause, and we raised funds. And the funds is intended naman to be raised para naman dun sa year-end gift giving namin sa mga solo parents with special children. Yung feeling na we were all working together, we were all supporting each other to raise this fund para makatulong pa sa ibang kapang solo parents na mas nangangailangan. Yun po. That's how we actually started. These are solo parents or brave souls in Pasig. So very thankful ako because they've been part of the journey. Ayan.
Right now ba, Miss Farah, do we have a program na ongoing for the solo parents? Baka you can share. Baka may mga fellow solo parents tayo ngayon na nanonood na baka maging interested din sila to be part of these programs.
Yes, this year actually, after we had our relief operation in Cagayan Valley last January, we also initiated what we call a Hair Evolution Challenge. In fact, we wanted this to go nationwide, wherein we challenged other solo parents to, that's the reason why I have the pixie hair right now. Kasi we challenge solo parents na, even if you don't have the money to help, a part of you or a part of us can actually reach and bring smiles to those who would need it. So, we challenge solo parents to donate their hairs to solo parents with undergoing chemotherapy, or maybe their children who's undergoing chemotherapy. So we can actually, makagawa ng wigs for them and bring smiles to their faces. Ayan. That's how we can actually help. And not just that, right now we are also collaborating with other solo parent supporters. These are individual brave souls that we call them too. Kasi although they are not single parents talaga, they have been very supportive of the single parents or solo parent community. Right now, we have started, kasi yung dating mag-isa ko lang ginagawa na training, I am really happy to let you know, Miss Denise, and which you will be part of later on. Yun, yes. Yung training that we will be conducting, digital skills training and other soft skills training, including communication skills, to other solo parents. Kasi nga, syempre, yung question or yung challenge na pinagdadaanan natin kasi before as a working mom or as a working dad, and in raising a single parent family is matutugunan with the digital skills. Kasi nga, we will be teaching other, especially solo parents out there, to learn these digital skills and just simply work at the comfort of their homes together with their children. So at least yung isang struggle natin, yung pag-juggle natin ng oras natin sa mga anak natin at saka sa trabaho, medyo matugunan natin, mabigyan tugunan. Ayan.
Yes, correct. So eventually, lalaki ang brave soul, and in the event na there are people who also want to be part of Brave Soul, are we open to that? Like they want to also provide free trainings, ganyan, or if they are like business owners na willing silang mag-hire ng mga qualified solo parents dun sa mga job vacancies nila, paano ba natin to ma-accommodate, or are we open to that?
Yes, Ms. Denise, thank you for giving me that opportunity. We will be welcoming any individual or organization who wants to reach out to us to probably share their skills as well and teach other solo parents and maybe the children of our solo parents. Kasi marami pong mga solo parents sa Republic Act 8972 kasi pag ang anak mo ay more than 18 years old na hindi ka na solo parent. But with Brave Soul, that is what we actually encourage. We give opportunity kahit sa mga anak ng solo parents, especially if they already reach more than 18 years old, if they're already above 18. Kasi ito yung mga panahon na mas kinakailangan maging productive silang Pilipino. So in order to do that, we support them and we give them free training. So ayun, and if there will be any organization or maybe companies who would want to hire them, we are also open to a partnership maybe with these companies. And if there will be inquiries, we have our page naman. It's called One Brave Soul on Facebook para we can actually entertain any questions later on and suggestions.
Wow, that's awesome, no? Sa ngayon ba, personally, how did Brave Soul support you? Ano ba yung naitulong dito sa life mo? Kasi, di ba, being an advocate, talagang wala tayong sinesweldo dito. But, you know, ano lang, talagang we only have the heart to help other people na tingin natin talagang in need and helpless, ganyan. So, ano ba yung support or benefit that you're getting for managing this Brave Soul organization?
Yes, thank you. Ms. Denise, I used to be an HR manager in a company. And before I resigned, actually, it was a leap of faith talaga. Kasi I really felt that parang calling to serve the community in any way I can. And to answer the question, ano ba ang nakukuha ko kay Brave Soul? No? I just want to share this one particular moment when we were having when we had our bazaar for a cause. My son kasi, I think he's undergoing some personal challenges like anxiety and depression. But we are, syempre, again, it's a normal thing. But considering that fact, syempre, mas kinakailangan bigyan ng panahon, ng oras, no? So, nagkaroon ng time na na-realize ko na it actually builds the confidence and self-esteem of my son na makita niya na, ay, hindi pala kami nag-iisa. Kasi tayo bilang single parent, minsan akala natin, pag tinanggap natin yung sitwasyon, tanggap na rin ng anak natin. But the reality is, hindi pala, diba? There are things na kinakailangan mas maintindihan din natin kasi it's not just all about us. It's also about the children that we are trying to raise. And I couldn't really say na the situation is already accepted. Hindi pa naman po talaga. In fact, that is also one reason why I had to resign from my job. Kasi nga po, aside from dedicating my time with the advocacy, I want him to be part of it. I want him to really see what's going on. Kasi life, it's not a success actually. It's really difficult. And that's what I want him to, and my children to understand. Kasi getting into a relationship and raising a family is not a joke. So, yun yung gusto kong maintindihan niya din. Kasi these will be the consequences of, of not being prepared into anything. So, right now, I left my job to give more time to my children and practically show them our real situation is na ganito. It's really gonna be difficult. In fact, there came a time nagising ako madaling araw and he was really crying and he was asking, Mama, bakit ang hirap natin? So medyo na-struck talaga ako doon and yun yung paulit-ulit na pumapasok sa isip ko kasi during that time he was actually holding a knife and I wasn't even aware na ganun na pala yung depression na pinagdadaanan niya during that time. I think there are a lot of factors in his environment na naka-apekto why he's feeling that way. Kaya right now, I'm just here to really support him in any way I can. I would say na hindi pa rin naman perfect yung ginagawa ko. Sometimes I even question, tama ba? Tama ba na nag-resign ako? Tama ba na itong gagawin ko? Tama, lahat, maraming questions pa din. But I just simply live by the day and do what I can to be with my children, to spend more time with them, to hopefully be able to mold them to become someone that they want to be when they grow up. I just want to be part of their development right now kasi nasa teenage na rin kasi sila, teenage years na rin nila. So, kasi sabi ko, anyway, ang trabaho, ang dali naman balikan yan anytime, if it's already time. So, yun. I want my children to be part of the advocacy as well. So, yun po. And there's still no success naman na sasabihin natin success that maybe the general or maybe most of the people would think of. Right now, I would say that success kasi is itong leap of faith na ginawa ko to sacrifice whatever it is that I was before. Kasi it's no joke giving up your job, especially if okay naman talaga yung estado mo, 'di ba? But ayun, sabi ko nga din sa previous employer ko, talagang I just really have to bravely face whatever this is that I have to face. Kasi nakasalalay din dito yung future ng mga anak ko. Kaya,
Ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Miss Farah, no? Kasi tama ka doon, no? Yung success kasi is not just about career and pagiging mayaman, di ba? Ako personally, yung success para sa akin is that yung makita ko yung anak ko na lumalaki siya ng tama, ng malusog. Para sa akin yun yung success eh. Kasi ako, sa nangyayari sa life ko ngayon, sobrang hati at hati talaga ako that I cannot really excel at one thing. So, para sa akin, hindi issue sa akin 'yun na hindi ako awardee, skills awardee, ganyan. Pero ang importante sa akin that yung nagagampanan ko kung ano yung responsibility ko bilang magulang, kahit na solo parent ako, nagagawa ko yung tama para mapalaki ko ng maayos yung anak ko at malusog na wala silang mga karamdaman, ganyan. Para sa akin, yun yung success. So, yun, napakaganda nung mensahe din na i-share mo, Miss Farah. Maraming salamat.
yun. When we had that bazaar for a cause, nakita ko yung spark sa eyes niya talaga that time na tinanong niya ako, Mama, lahat kayo dyan na nagtitinda mga solo parents. So, doon nakita ko na parang okay. I think it actually motivated him. I think it actually parang brought hope to him na hindi siya nag-iisa kung yun yung nafe-feel niya. Kasi minsan, syempre, hindi naman ikikwento lahat ng anak natin. So, yun, that's how Brave Soul helped me. Kasi with our community, with the support system, we all know now and we now understand that we are not alone. That actually we are all faced with the same challenges. And letting our children know that this support system exists actually gives them that confidence and self-esteem na ma-feel nila ay okay lang pala. Kasi ito meron kaming community and yun nga, our goal is not just to hone the skills of the solo parents. We want also to target the children of the solo parents to bring inspiration to each and every one para yun nga, together we can help each other. So yun, hindi lang ako, Brave Soul is not just all about me, it's actually about us who willingly shares and supports each other para in any way that we can. Ayun.
Wow, very inspiring talaga, di ba, ang life story ni Miss Farah and her advocacies. So, for the last question, no, para lang din malaman ng mga tao, sino na ngayon si Farah?
Ito sigurong part ng question na to, no? Maybe would be a little bit different to what most single parents are undergoing or struggling with. Kasi, in my case kasi, it was already a decision that I made. To really single-handedly raise my children. When it comes to like realizations, whether this is really my, ito ba talaga yung dapat, ako lang ba talaga mag-isa, yung ganyan. I don't really question that, but I do seek for support. At yun yung nakita ko na meron sa mga solo parents na sama-sama nagtutulungan. Kasi despite the fact that, yun nga, mag-isa tayo sa pag-raise ng mga children natin, with the help of other solo parents kasi out there who are just there really to support the advocacy and the things na pinaniniwalaan natin makakatulong sa kapwa natin. Medyo hindi na siya naging ganun kahirap sa akin na tanggapin personally. Although there were times probably 10 years ago na medyo na I tried to have relationship but it ended na sometimes kasi mas mabuti talagang no offense meant. Pero minsan talaga mas mabuti na makadiskarteng mag-isa. No one is stopping me from doing anything kasi. So everything around me is actually possible. I'm not saying na kaya ko agad yun lahat mag-isa, but definitely I will seek help. And the right people will always be there naman to support and to help us in anything that we do, diba? So yun, but I am no longer longing for that kind of attention or romantic whatever ganun. Kasi masaya na rin ako dun sa sitwasyon na meron tayong support system ng mga solo parents. So, yun po.
Tsaka sa sobrang busy din ng mga solo parents, working, mommy duties, tas teacher pa during this pandemic, no? Talagang parang wala ka ng time for love life or too long for someone. Parang minsan hindi mo na siya, at night, hindi mo na siya naiisip na bakit mag-isa lang ako, ganyan. Parang you just want to rest. 'Di ba? Ganun yung sitwasyon natin ngayon. Na pag sobrang busy mo, talagang hindi ka maglolong Parang you just choose to rest. Kasi yun yung feeling mo na makakapag-comfort sa'yo or makakapag-relieve ng kung ano man yung
Stress.
nararamdaman crisis, life crisis, 'di ba? So yun.
Right now, I'm just really focused on my advocacy. Although I have a team with me who is also working the online space and a digital marketing agency. Right now, our focus really is to help people. And what I would like really people to know is that we have a support system, and it just takes courage for us to be brave. And right now, Farah is someone who is always driven to serve. That's all.
Yes, I can attest to that. So, we're actually done with the interview. Masasabi ko lang, no, si Miss Farah talaga is really someone that one of the people I really look up to kasi sobrang yung passion niya talaga for the advocacy is really high na kahit na sobrang busy niya as a solo parent, meron din siyang work at the same time, naisisingit niya pa rin talaga itong advocacy na to because she really knows how it feels to be a solo parent, ano yung mga struggles ng isang solo parent, yung challenges. Kaya sobrang nakaka-inspire. I know maraming mas na-inspire pa sa araw na ito because of Miss Farah's life story. And maraming salamat, Miss Farah, sa inyong time na ibinigay sa amin ngayong araw na to. Sobrang na-appreciate namin na you just not shared your time but your life story na na-inspire na maraming solo parents pa na kagaya natin. Thank you very much.
Pero thank you po for this opportunity. I really feel so blessed po. Very timely po ito talaga. Kaya naniniwala talaga ako. God is really, leading the right people to cross our paths talaga. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.